Hello and welcome to Tarzanna's Treasures. It's Flea Market Time, February edition. I have not been to market since October 2015. It is now February 2016. 3.5 months is too long. I've still been able to go and collect and acquire things, which is fun, but I need to go to market. It is both financially and spiritually satisfying to me to just play with all of my treasures. So, this past week my butt has been puckering because of the weather. The weatherman is like, oh, it's gonna be clear. Psych, it's gonna rain. Oh, it's gonna be clear. Oh, maybe a little bit of rain. And just, oh my gosh, I've just been dying inside a little bit. But I think we're in the clear. It's gonna be beautiful like it has been here the past couple of days. So thank you very much, Mother Nature. Very excited. I have a bunch of new inventory that I'm going to take for the new 2016 show season. And some of that is very special thanks to Debra Robinson. She is with Great Estates by Debra Robinson out of Richmond, San Pablo. So any of my friends that are up in the North Bay area and you like to do estate sales, please look up and friend on Facebook Debra, D-E-B-R-A, Robinson. Great Estates by Debra Robinson. She is a local realtor that also does estate liquidation for her clients and so on. And she definitely has some treasures. She contacted me here on Facebook and just said, girl, I've been putting some stuff aside for you. You need to come up and check it out. And she did not disappoint. She definitely knows my style and had a whole bunch of good stuff for me that I've been driving around with. It still in my car for the last couple of days. So I got a bunch of treasures here from Great Estates by Debra Robinson, and then also just things that I've been acquiring here and storing in the back of Doris, as well as the things that I just have here in my garage. It's kind of a little crowded, but that's okay. We're gonna make room, we're gonna sell it, we're gonna get rid of some things, we're gonna share some treasure love, and we're gonna make some money. Okay, so one of the first things I found in Debra's special pile that she made for me that just made my heart pitter-pat, very special place in my heart, was she had 2 awesome holiday sweaters. I don't know, probably most of you, if we're friends on Facebook, I have a full-on holiday sweater of the day montage around Christmas time where I get to wear my collection. So now I get to add 2. So now I have 19, I think. So very excited. Thank you, Debra. That was just a great way to get it all started. Another thing that I loved was like this little mini luggage, like hat box. A lot of the time when you see a small luggage piece like this and you open it up, it's actually a traveling bonnet dryer, which I'm a hairdresser by trade as my bread and butter. But so I'm expecting this to be one of those vintage bonnet dryers, which I just think is fantastic. But instead, inside she had a bunch of old ties. Some are more 70s, a lot are 80s, Yves Saint Laurent. But then there was this really cool one I didn't know much about, but it's just a black polyester tie, whatever. But on the back strap, it had these buttonholes. I'd never seen that before. I was like, well, that makes sense because then you can just, you know, instead of tucking it through that tab, you just button it to your shirt and it keeps it nice and tidy. Well, I did some research on it, and this is like a uniform style shirt for waiters, I guess, so when they lean forward, their tie doesn't fall in your soup. So see, we still learn something every day. And knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more money you can demand. So some vintage sheets. This fun little ketchup bottle where it's actually spelled catsup. It's like a little chef. Oh, that's super cute. A 70s swag lamp. That one was nice. It has the frosted globe that goes in it. But that'll be popular. I know some people that are just lighting fanatics. I can kind of give a crap. I just want to flip the switch, the light comes off. But some people are very meticulous about their designer lighting. Another thing, these old, before there was those Tupperware shoe boxes, there was actually these hard plastic. And there's a lot of these mules. These are maybe more 80s style, but let's see. These ones are good. These are very Bad Girl Sandy from Greece. It says styled in Italy, size 6.5, and it's like a mule with this plastic. It's a clear and black stripe, very chic. If it had like the marabou along the toe, it'd be fabulous. But a few pairs of shoes, and then one of the first things that she showed me when I walked in was this cool old blender, 1968 wearing blender. Blah, blah, blah. Pulled that up on eBay, and there's a couple going for about $80 right now. That doesn't mean I'm going to charge $80, but just it's nice to know what they're going for because it gives me a better idea of what to price it at. So shoes, fun colored glass. I really have a thing for like the amber and the green colored glass. But one of the big selling points for me was the coats. Now, fur. Back in the day, you know, fur used to just be the epitome of glamour and wealth, and just it was chic and fashionable. But what kind of sucks is here in California, fur has little to no value. People are either afraid to wear their fur because they're worried about some PETA freaks jumping out with their red paint, or it just doesn't get cold enough. So if you're in Canada, if you're back in the Midwest, yeah, fur sells, but in California, fur isn't really on high demand. But that's okay, you can list it online and ship it off to those people that are in demand. But this one is just gorgeous, and especially because a lot of them have local, the furriers were local, San Francisco and stuff like that. So here's like a lovely fur shawl. And then this red velvet coat, Malcolm Modus by in San Francisco. Yeah, lovely little coat. It's got nice big buttons with this, I guess the shawl, there's only a strap on the one side. Either it's supposed to just hang or you can go like this, like your scarf, very Parisian. Here's another velvet 50-60 swing coat with 3/4 sleeves. Doesn't have any buttons or anything, but that's okay. It's just meant to shift. It's just meant to flow. It's a swing coat. Yes. This one is fabulous. It's got the really big buttons, and it does have a real genuine fur collar. This is awesome. Ooh. Yes. Now this one is a little bit more 70s. Made in USA. Leathers by New England Sportswear. Peabody, Massachusetts. I think that's Peabody. P-boy? I don't know. I can't read it. Anyway, this one is more 70s style. This is very foxy brown. It's got the one button and the strap. It's a little small for me. But yes, the lovely camel colored suede with the little fur collar. Love it. There's a couple cream colored ones, but I'm not gonna attempt putting them on. I have a sheet right there, so don't think I'm just throwing my babies on the ground. But this one I thought was fun. This nice bright blue. I love these bright colors. So it's a little bigger. This is probably like a women's large or extra large. It has the shoulder pads. This is probably more 80s style, but it's so soft. I was like, wow, is that cashmere? But then I read the label and it says Cashmiracle. Looks like cashmere, feels like cashmere. A Cashmiracle coat designed and made exclusively by Wellington Fashions. Cashmiracle, bitch. Yes. So, bright blue Cashmiracle coat. So, oh, and then the vintage luggage. I see the vintage luggage and I go, perfect, cute. But then I open it up and she's just got it stocked inside with all kinds of vintage gloves. Some of them still in the original packaging. Little clutch purses, scarves, just so cute. So I have three pieces of luggage that I doubt that I even saw everything. The coats, just fun stuff. A couple of lamps. This big daddy right here for all my lighting fanatics. That one's pretty darn cute too. And then my bestie at work, life coach, you know, Papi Sancho Mario, he brought me this one that he got out at a secret source where he lives out in Elk Grove. So this nice big heavy fur coat. Look at that lining. Fabulous. So, yeah, collection of coats, lighting, small appliances. So excited. So thank you, Debra Robinson with Great Estates by Debra Robinson in Richmond, San Pablo.